Nick Sabaka is the greatest cornerback in football history, but his career has been filled with heartbreak. Despite catching literally hundreds of interceptions through his 3 years in the NFL and 4 years in college, Nick has never won a championship. Last year was especially heartbreaking when, after a miracle playoff run, the Ravens fell short against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. This feels like it should finally be the year for Nick, as he's in his prime and playing on a talented team, and the stakes are high because this might be his best chance to win a Super Bowl. Let's go ahead and get right into it, as I'll be playing the whole season in this video, and if we don't win a championship, I'll be sending everybody who likes this video $4 in quarters. I want this season to be something special, and we're starting it off against the Seahawks as Nick's sitting in the cover 3 and baiting up the out route. Give me that. Very nice pick to start out the season. Not quite able to take it back though. Just 15 seconds in, we're already putting up the stats. That feels good. And offense cashes it in. They were honestly so good last season. If anything, defense was the weak point. I do want to experiment with some different coverages and methods of getting interceptions this year. We've just been running cover 1 and cover 2 for most of the time. We're going to stick with our usual cover 2 down near the goal line though, and it works out well. We hold them to a field goal. We head into the second half looking pretty good, and Nick, baiting up the curl route here, is going to get his second pick of the game, putting offense in great position again. That's huge. And we got a 2-score lead, but the Seahawks, trying to answer quick, are going to go to the air again, and this time they get a touchdown. We had this problem sometimes last year. We just kind of let these mid teams hang around, and the Seahawks will get the 2-point conversion as well. And offense has to punt the ball away. Defense has got to box up here, dude. We haven't been great today, but Nick is going to lurk up the crosser and get his 3rd pick of the day. He, for his part, has been so good, basically single-handedly keeping the Ravens defense in the game right now. And man, I was really thinking that offense would put it away on the last couple drives, but they've kind of run out of steam in the second half here. And there's Nick's first big hit of the season, something we saw from him a lot last year, and manned up against DK Metcalf. I thought we had that played perfectly, but it goes over Nick's head and he stumbles. Oh man, I guess we should have LB'd that. This is kind of matching my theory that Nick's lost a step these last couple of seasons. That's normally a play that he makes. All right, we'll see if offense can make up for it. Come on, boys. They bail us out. Let's go. That had been such a good game up to this point. I did not want to end it with Nick giving up a touchdown, but oh man, it's not over yet. I tried to just go man up 3 deep, and the Seahawks just sliced that up. Gotta be careful here because I don't want to let them into field goal range, but I also, of course, don't want to let them get a touchdown. And I think Jake Moody's got a pretty good leg. We'll see what we get here with 10 seconds left. Looks like the Seahawks are just going to run the ball, and that was actually a good call. Kind of surprised that they did that, man. Okay, it'll be up to the Sim. 54-yard field goal, and he misses it. Let's go. We get a very close opening dub. Really good game from Nick overall, but just on that one play, took the speed of DK Metcalf way too lightly. Now we got the Steelers. We did pretty well against them last season, if my memory serves. This game has been pretty boring so far. We head to the end of the second quarter, and Nick really hasn't gotten any action at all. This is our chance before halftime. Pittsburgh's actually throwing the ball downfield, and Nick will take advantage of that, getting his, I think, first streak pick of the year. Didn't really learn my lesson from last game. We kind of ran that route the same way we ran it against DK, but this time it works out. Offense has kind of struggled in this game. I don't know if it's because of the rain or what, but Nick's sitting in the cover 3 here and baits up the corner route. I didn't think we were going to get to it, but we did. Nick's showing off the ball skills a little bit. He's been crafty. And I don't know, dude. Cover 3 might be the move. We've gotten a couple picks out of that already this season. And I'm feeling pretty good at this game sitting at 2 picks. We just can't get beat deep like we did last game. And I may be overcompensated a little bit there. Got a big 3rd down here. We're going to go back to that cover 3, and Nick, not really having a route to cover, is just going to watch the quarterback get sacked. So we'll have 4th and 17. Steelers are going for the game here, and they go to a comeback route. Man, that was smart of them. So we'll see what we get here. Back in the cover 3 with 3 minutes left, and oh dude, they're going to go up top. I said I wouldn't want to get burnt, but I lost the ball again, dude. I'm used to Nick having the speed to recover for that, but he just is so much slower than he was in college, it feels like. And we'll see what happens. Similar situation. We got a minute left. The Steelers could get in field goal range pretty easy here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. That was too easy. Now they're going to be shooting for a touchdown. Nick's played great for most of this game, but his mistakes might cause his team the game. The Steelers are going to complete the ball in bounds here, though, and this is going to run a way too much time off the clock for them. And they're not even going to be able to get a snap off, so we get bailed out by just stupid game management. It has been a weird first 2 games, fellas. I guess we'll take 2 picks, but it was a rocky road to get there. And dude, for some reason, hell of YouTube comments are complaining about my face mask. I don't know what they want me to switch it to. Is this what you guys want me to switch it to? I think we're going to rock with this here. Oh yes, this looks very drippy here. Definitely Nick's best look so far. All right, so Nick comes into this game with 5 picks. Stat-wise, definitely not bad. We got to keep it going against Patrick Mahomes today, who I should say we did dunk on in the AFC Championship game last year. I have a feeling Nick's new drip is going to be good luck, but maybe not. Our linebacker brick handing a pick. KC going with a little mesh though, and and we're just gonna stop that short. Nice little stop on the first drive. Offense kind of struggling a little bit so far this year though, as Nick actually gets targeted there, lays down the hit though. Nick will give up those curls, but he will punish the receiver afterwards. And man, so far our defensive front's actually looking really good. This time offense turns it over though. I don't know what's going on with Lamar and the boys, but hopefully they get it together soon, because this defense is not going to hold up forever. The Chiefs are starting to find something here with the run game. Tried it again here though, and Nick read it perfectly, meeting Pacheco in the hole. Sit down. Nick's playing a little like a linebacker in this game, boys. And Casey's tight end getting the ball over the middle here. Sit down again. All right, 4 tackles for Nick in the first half. He normally does not put up numbers like this. And guarding the corner route here, Mahomes trying to move the pocket, and once again just goes back over the middle. And bro, they're really gonna take Nick off the field here. Come on now. Oh nope, never mind. He's back on. Not sure why we got that animation, and trying to beat up the flats. Mahomes goes down in the backfield. And all right, offense finally gets a touchdown. Now we're in a good spot. The Chiefs putting a drive together here coming out of halftime, completing a pass to make it 2nd and goal, and Mahomes looking kind of interesting after that one. Something's kind of weird about Mahomes' likeness in this game. I don't know what it is exactly, but he just dumps it off here, and Brown is going to get the touchdown to take the lead. And yeah, this one's looking kind of rough, dude. Offense hasn't done much of anything, and the Chiefs have figured out this defense. Our only chance is some kind of play here on the goal line, and there's something in the flats. Mahomes is going to take off, and I don't know what happened, but somehow Nick got a pick. That was literally the only thing that could give us a chance in this game. What was that, dude? It's not gonna let me view normal replay, but it looks like Mahomes got hit and we just came up with it. All right, offense, come on, cash that in. They are going to get a field goal. Let's go. There's something to be said for being in the right place at the right time, boys. But the Chiefs go with a wheel route here, and they have our man coverage cooked. We might be screwed anyways. We've had miracles before though. Kind of looks like the Chiefs are just gonna run the ball, and we get him to 3rd down. So hopefully they decide to pass it for some reason here. Nope, they are just gonna run it, and somehow Nick gets into the backfield to make the tackle. I'll call a timeout. We probably need a missed field goal though. All right, come on, Sim, bail us out. Okay, it didn't. We take a tough loss to the Chiefs. I honestly felt like Nick played well. That one play he made was crazy, and he generally tackled quite well. Okay, I think it's possible that the face mask is not good luck. I genuinely don't know though. What do people consider like a cool face mask? Because like I remember a while ago when I was playing NCAA 14, people like thought that this one was cool, but now people are telling me it's trash. So after the L, we're taking on the Rams and sending a blitz here. We are gonna get a safety. Roquan Smith killed the quarterback in the back of the end zone. It's like Kenny Pickett's their quarterback now. So an interesting start to this game, 3-2, and here on 3rd down, Nick manned up against an in route, and for some reason he threw that. See, I'm never expecting them to throw it when we're that tight, so we just get the knockout. And offense continues to struggle. This is a grimy game, but Nick is in the flats here and baits up the out route beautifully. Come on, man, let's make this a pick 6. Nick is trying to take it to the crib, but gets caught. Once again, we see maybe a loss of some acceleration or speed or something with age. I don't know. Nick should be in his prime right now, right? It's like his 4th year in the NFL. And offense does turn that into a touchdown. So we move into the 2nd half, and man, we just needed to bait that corner route up a little bit more when we had it. Instead, Pickett's gonna take off, and Nick makes an excellent tackle there. I do think that Nick's tackling has been a lot better this season. He's done a nice job helping out in run support. We are struggling a little bit to stop this Rams drive though. Defense has for the most part been really good this game, but we need to clutch up on this drive here. And on 3rd and 2, Pickett just dumps it off to the curl. Rams will go back to the ground and coming right to Nick. Bad idea. Sit down. Nick's hit power is like 84, and he always lays big hits, but he had 0 forced fumbles last season. And sitting in the flats here, oh dude, I didn't see that out route developing, and we get beat for the touchdown. Rams take the lead. Okay, let's go though. Offense actually answers. Rams have already got it going again here, and once again in the cover 3, Nick tries to bait up the corner route, but that ball just came out a little bit too quick. I haven't figured these out to the accuracy where I can get him 100% of the time, and same thing on the flat route. It just barely goes over Nick's head. We had those flat routes figured out when Nick was in college, and right when I say that, he's gonna pick another one off, and this is gonna be a game sealer. Finally a pick 6. I was gonna say, bro, if Kenny Pickett runs us down, Nick truly is washed. He will bank this and makes one of the biggest plays of the season so far. Look at Coach, hyped up. All right, that felt good, man. We've had a few good games from Nick here. Overall, I felt good about the season so far. And the Rams are gonna get the ball right back. Let's see if we can get another pick here, boys. Game's over. On 4th and 3, they're just gonna huck it up, and we swat it down. So we'll go ahead and get off to a 3-1 start. Honestly, I'm glad we're not undefeated, man. That's a little bit more pressure to keep it up, you know. Nick with a really good game, coming down with 2 picks, including the game winner. This next game against San Francisco has been pretty boring so far, but Purdy, for some reason, in is just going to throw it right to Nick in the flats, and this is going to go back to the bank. And hey man, it's Nick's 9th pick on the year. We're only 5 games deep. The stats are looking pretty good, and he will taunt the 49ers offense on his way to the end zone. Could this be the MVP season we've been waiting for? I don't know, man. We got to keep the stat train rolling for sure, and that'll probably require getting another pick in this game. And sitting with a 2-score lead is the perfect place to get those stats, as Nick once again baits up the flats and is once again going to get a pick 6. This is just what we need. I gotta say, man, Nick's playing a lot sharper than he's played the last 2 seasons. He looks more mentally locked in right now, and that'll get us up out of here 4-1. The 49ers are a good team too, so that was good to see. And Nick, of course, the MVP of that game with 2 pick 6s. Sitting at 4-1 now, we're taking on the Raiders, and they're going with the zig route here. Nick let it go, and his buddy gets the pick, and Nick lays down a pancake block for him. Was hoping that would be a pick 6, but that's a big time play in the red zone. Jalen Watson comes up big, and offense gets 3. The Raiders are driving though, and here on 3rd and 8, they are gonna pick up a huge first down, and they're gonna punch it in with ease. That was a tough drive, and Nick still really hasn't gotten tried so far. An offense answers, but we head to the 4th quarter with a tight game. The Raiders do appear to be in field goal range, and with a 3rd and 16 here, Nick is gonna play beautiful coverage. They'll just have to take a dump off, and now we're kind of at the mercy of the sim. And okay, the Raiders missed the field goal, but offense just punts it right back. So we need to find a way to keep him out of field goal range, and Nick once again playing man coverage, and we're cooked underneath. Not a good start to this drive at all. I'm a little bit too scared to bait, but oh man, this would have been the perfect opportunity, and the Raiders have a guy wide open to the other side. That might screw us over. I should have been more aggressive. Nick didn't want to put the game in his own hands, and we're gonna pay for it, dude. The Raiders are gonna get all the way down to the 2 with this pass. We're gonna have to start using our timeouts, and after a little stop on the goal line, looks like Nick's coming off the field. All right, up to the mercy of the sim again. Let's see what happens. Oh man, it looked like offense was gonna win it. We take a tough loss to the Raiders, and after a few really nice games, Nick just didn't get any action in that one. Need to go get a dub in this one to stay on track, and Los Angeles running a little play action here and going with the post. Nick baits it up to perfection, and I almost accidentally took that out of the end zone. Thankfully, they give us the touchback. Just a few seconds left before half, and dude is coming Nick's way, and Nick forces the fumble, but the Chargers just pick it up. That's still big, dude. His first forced fumble of the season. We didn't have any last year, so we don't get any extra there, but looking great headed into the second half, and Nick doing a great job of tackling in this game. And at this point, we got the game bagged up, but I'm trying to get another pick for Nick. We got to inflate those stats, but Nick doesn't get tried again. That's going to do it for this one. Kind of a quiet, easy game there. I'm hoping for a little bit of a more eventful game against the Broncos, and with Bo Nick scrambling, Nick goes flying trying to hit him. It's hard to get a hit off on a quarterback, and Nick's just dumping it off here. Nick is the only one who has a shot at him, and Mims is going to get into the end zone to give the Broncos the lead. And offense goes ahead and punts the ball away. This game might be tough, and Nick trying to bait up the flats. Oh my god, I can't believe he threw that. We are going to get the knockout. For some reason, these NFL quarterbacks just love to make dangerous throws to the flats, and we're going to end up getting a stop on this drive, as offense gets a big time touchdown there. So the Broncos have just a little bit of time before half, and I'm expecting a curl here, but dude runs a streak. Nick is beat, but makes up for it, getting his first pick of the day and 12th on the season, I believe. Somehow the Broncos got the ball back before halftime, and trying to go to the air again here. Nick has an easy pick, but drops it once again, something we don't see from him a lot. We got a big 3rd down here, and Denver is just going to run it and easily pick up the first. Dang, dude. And these boys just marched it right down the field and go into the end zone on the corner route. We did not have the coverage for that. Offense getting an absolutely huge answer though. Need to find a way to get a stop on this drive, and Nick's man running an out route here. Nick is almost on it, but can't quite get the ball. That was just perfectly placed by Bo Nix, and that gives Denver great position to score, dude. We have just been useless on defense, and they're gonna get into the end zone again. Bo Nix is actually on fire in this game, but offense once again clutching up with just 1 minute left. It looks like Denver's trying to go for the win, but just dumping it off here. This is gonna kill a ton of time, and dude goes down in bounds, and the time is actually gonna expire. Denver had timeouts left too, so we head into overtime, and offense just goes right down to get a touchdown. We'll take it. A strange game, man. Really didn't feel like one we should win. Defense did not play all that well. Despite some kind of rocky moments in this season, we're sitting at 6-2 in a really good spot to get a good seed in the playoffs. This is a huge division game, and Nick has typically had luck against the Bengals in his career so far. Bengals are putting a drive together here, but they're running a screen, and Nick is on it, but dude, I forgot to hit the Y button, and the ball just bounces off of Nick's head. So a potential 10-point swing there, and the Bengals have it deep in their own territory. for you, but running it here, Nick is the only line of defense actually gets stiff-armed, but at least was able to push dude out of bounds. You're on third down though. Bengals are sitting in 5 wide, and this will be short of the sticks. We get the stop. This is a very defensive game going into the second half, but the Bengals are driving. This is where I would love to see a turnover from Nick, and he might have it here as dude is running the out route, but we dive and miss it. Another instance of just perfect ball placement from a quarterback. Probably would have been a pick for Nick in college, and we're probably screwed. Offense hasn't done anything, and with a huge 3rd and 1 here, Joe Burrow is gonna go up top, and our corner just got toasted, and Nick goes off the field on 1st and goal. So a tough loss, with the difference potentially being Nick's missed pick, and that'll do it for this one. 10-17. Offense couldn't score until it was meaningless. Next up is Cleveland, who has Daniel Jones at quarterback. This should be an interesting one. The Browns do happen to be sitting at 1-7, and the Browns are going for a 4th down here, just pitching it out, and Nick getting blocked to hell, but his teammates help out, and the offense marches right down for a touchdown. Looks like they're back in business this game, and Nick killing Daniel Jones there. Now I'm trying to go get Nick a pick, and sitting in the flat here, dude is running an out route, and Nick is on it. Come on, man, let's take this to the house. No, dude, these guys just get crazy angles on us, but that's still a big time play. Felt like we were in a little bit of a drought. I want to turn this into a big game, and coming out of the second half, we are baiting this up heavy. Nick was in the cover 3 and gets another pick, showing some great ball skills with an over-the-shoulder catch there, and our 2nd on the day. And this one ended up turning into a blowout. We get a 31-13 dub. Sitting at 7-3, we're going to be taking on the Vikings next, and they're going with a play action here, and I don't know who bro was throwing to, but Nick gets it, and this one is going back to the crib. We got this classic glitchy camera, but it doesn't matter. We will bank it. Let's keep it moving. We got a 7-0 lead, and baiting this up perfectly. Nick is going to get tried again and gets an easy 2nd pick. JJ McCarthy, what are you doing, buddy? He did look like he was shot out of cannon trying to tackle Nick. This feels like it could be the big game that Nick's been looking for, and seeing a little C route here, Nick is all over that. And how about 3 picks and a half off McCarthy? Our boy's going crazy. We have played these perfectly so far, and that'll get us up to 17 picks on the season. Suddenly the numbers are looking pretty good. Unfortunately, things slowed down a little bit in the second half. The Vikings actually made it kind of close, but a huge game for Nick's MVP hopes. Didn't do a lot tackling, but 3 picks in the first half is crazy. And this playoff projection just came out, but man, we're only sitting at the 5 seed. I guess 8-3 isn't that great. Just gotta keep on winning, man. Taking on Joe Burrow again. This game could actually potentially decide the division, and they're just going play action. We got it locked up on 3rd down. Offense sadly not able to get anything. This one might be tough, but we're baiting it up here, and Burrow just never learns his lesson, bro. Nick gets his 18th interception on the season, and boys, we are kind of inching closer to 30, even though we moved down to 5-minute quarters. And offense goes to get a big tackle. We're looking solid here, and Nick shutting down the outside run. Beautiful one-on-one tackle. Unfortunately, on 3rd down, the Bengals are going right up the middle, and they do get an easy pickup. The Bengals are driving now, trying to tie it up before halftime, and they go to the other side here, and this could turn into a touchdown. Nick is going to have to track dude down for the tackle, and we almost got juked out there low-key. Now Nick's guarding the zig, and oh, I know how to bait this up. Nick is going to sit under it, and Burrow's dumbass throws it right to him. How about 2 picks in the first half? We've been going crazy in first halves, and man, I really wish we could have stayed in bounds there. That would have been a pick 6. This game is still looking tight going into the second half though, and the Bengals sticking with the running game, and Nick flies in for the hit stick and gets the fumble. How about his 2nd forced fumble on the season? We're going crazy, man. 10-0 is definitely feeling a lot better, and we're getting the zigs again here. This time Burrow throws to the other side, and this will be a pick 6 for Jalen Watson. Nick's teammate potentially putting the game away. And now I'm trying to go get some more turnovers, as Bengals definitely running curls here. Felt like I baited that up pretty good, but it's open on the other side. The Bengals have one more chance to score, and with the big lead, we're baiting hard. And how about another 3-pick game for Nick? Let's get it. Joe Burrow is actually doing so much stupid stuff right now. Looking at the replay, he like threw that thing off his back foot sidearm too. One more chance to get to 4 picks for Nick, and Bengals just going with drags here. We got beat, but Nick lays a disrespectful hit on the wide receiver. Even if you complete a pass on Nick, he's pretty sure to kill you. And going to the other side here, Jalen Watson getting another pick. And I am realizing that we traded Marlon Humphrey. He probably wanted his money after the big year last year. And that does it for this one. Another elite game. We blanked the Bengals this time. And Nick starting to get on track to maybe do something in the MVP watch. We'll see what the thing is saying next week. And man, they still only got us 9 on this thing. Dude, this is so heavy favored to quarterbacks. It's crazy. I mean, 20 interceptions at this point in the season. I feel like that's pretty crazy. 2 forced fumbles and 4 touchdowns as well. Like, come on. Nick's gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder against the Bills, and man, he's showing it on this first play. Trying to get that 3rd forced fumble on the season, but we give up the outside on the next play, and Buffalo gonna score a touchdown in the first quarter. Offense answers with a quick touchdown though, and the so-called MVP frontrunner is gonna throw the ball right to Nick on the out route. Josh Allen, you must not know. 21st pick of the season, 5th pick 6. Come on. Great start for Nick, and we're seeing a little curl route action here. We got to it kind of late, but Nick's able to knock it out. And defense is tightened up. We're looking excellent in this one. Need to get a little stop here on the goal line though, and Josh Allen trying to scramble, and we get him down. So the Bills gonna have a 3rd and goal, and Allen trying to chuck it up to the corner, but the boys are on it. Yes, sir. 4th and goal. Let's get it. Nick is actually sitting in man coverage here, and what are you doing? We're gonna get the stop, and it looks like the win over the Bills. Feels like the team is really clicking right now, and bro, you're trying to tell me the man who just made that throw is the MVP of the NFL? No way. That'll do it. Another huge dub on a top team as Nick slowed down, but that pick 6 was undoubtedly the biggest play of this game. Closing in on the end of the season, and man, I really want to get those 30 picks for Nick. That feels like a big milestone for him. But bro, our offense killed the entire first quarter with their first drive. And headed down to the 2-minute warning, we got a 3rd down, and they're going with play action, and for some reason, Trevor Lawrence throws it right to Nick. Can we turn this into a pick 6? Gonna have to make Trevor Lawrence miss, and we almost did it. Beautiful play from Nick. Nick has continued going crazy, and this time we're in the cover 3, and we kind of got beat on the corner route, but Nick makes up for it with a jump. He is actually going crazy right now, dude, and we're gonna break off another nice return as well. Trevor Lawrence gets us again though. Trevor Lawrence has been straight up garbage, and Nick's trying to bait something up here. Lawrence is scrambling around, and he's gonna let this fly. Nick is really baiting this up heavily, but we're able to strafe up and get his 3rd pick of the day. I knew that ball was going to be underthrown if he got it out. I was just worried he was somehow going to throw a beam on the run. 3 picks in the first half, but Nick's going to get beat for the first time in the second half and makes the receiver pay for it. This game ain't quite over yet though, and in the 4th quarter, Jags are going to go with a wheel route, and our man coverage just got fried. Way too easy of a touchdown in that situation. For some reason, they're going for 2 though, and yeah, I'm not sure what exactly they were thinking there, but it doesn't matter. Offense kills the clock, and man, another crazy first half from Nick. Wish we could have matched it with the second half. Now we got hopefully an easy game against the Cardinals. They're sitting at 1-13 despite having a decent overall. Hopefully we're not going to be on upset alert today, as Nick's dude is running a curl. He kind of got beat, but able to knock the ball out. Cardinals are still putting a drive together though, and Nick trying to bait up the curl here, didn't see the out route coming, and Arizona will get into the end zone to take the lead. And offense has been really slow in this game. All of a sudden this one's looking scary, but going up top here, and Nick is on that. Hopefully this gives offense the boost they need. We don't have a lot of time left before half though, and the boys do get a field goal, so we're headed into the second half 7-3 as Nick lays down a huge hit on the halfback. And on 3rd down, we're sitting in the cover 2, and Kyler Murray gonna try to scramble, but we get a big time stop. But dude, offense just continues to struggle. Not sure what's going on today. It seems like Nick's gonna have to make a play, and I'm trying to bait something up here. Kyler Murray's kind of got happy feet though, and I wonder if they give us part of a sack for that. This will be an absolutely massive 3rd down, and Nick's man running some kind of out route here. He's on it, but they go to the other side, and a great catch. This is looking like it could actually be a really embarrassing loss. And now the Cards are starting to run clock, but still trying to pass the ball for some reason, and Kyler Murray continues to scramble. That'll take us down near the 2-minute warning, and oh, okay, they're actually going to snap this 3rd down, and Murray will just dump it off. We do get the stop, so offense should have one chance to go score. Just need 1 touchdown, boys. Come on. Offense gets nothing, man. Against a 1-13 team is crazy, and that's going to do it. Arizona just kneels it out. A tough upset. Not really sure what happened there, and man, defense honestly played great. Can't put that on us. But surprisingly, even after the loss, we're somehow up to the number 2 seed in the playoffs. It does look like our playoff hopes could be in jeopardy if we take another loss though, so gotta be careful in these last few games. And Nick's gonna need 5 picks in these last 2 games to get to 30 picks. I think he can do it, but it's gonna be tough. Hopefully we can go crazy against Pittsburgh today, and here Nick is gonna sit in the cover 3 and bait up the corner route, starting it out beautifully. Do wish we could have stayed in bounds, but that camera angle screws me up every time. And offense able to cash that in, but last game offense was struggling. This time defense defense is. The Steelers are going to cook our cover 2 to get down to the 1. On 1st and goal, they're going to pass it again and easily get in with a touchdown. This looks like it might be a tough game after all. Offense wasn't able to answer, but we do at least have the Steelers backed up. Nick flying in for the tackle. But the Steelers are going to go with a surprise pass on 2nd down and trying to get to the flat here. I didn't even see the curl developing. Feel like we could have baited that up for a pick. So the Steelers are starting to move the ball and going with a curl again here. This time we're in man coverage, and what are you doing? Nick is all over it, and this will be a pick 6, just what the doctor ordered, boys. Nick has been locking up in these last few games, and suddenly 30 picks is looking very possible. Nick is really starting to master covering up these wide receivers in the NFL, but somehow the Steelers do got wide open, and Nick's the only one who can make a tackle, but with the weird camera angle, I took the wrong angle, and Nick runs right past the guy. That is not a good look. And damn, man, we got 21 points hung on us in 1 half. Offense is doing a good job in this game though, so 21-21 shootout headed into the 2nd half. Feels like we need another turnover though, and going with a curl again here. Nick was a little bit later on at this time, but still gets the knockout. And we are finally going to get a stop on the Steelers. So offense can't cash it in. This one's looking like it's going to come down to the wire. We need to find a way to pull out a dub. And it looks like the Steelers are going to try to start running some clock. They're already getting a little bit near field goal range. We got a big 3rd down here though, and the Steelers just go up the middle way too easy. At this point, we got to start just using our timeouts and hoping for the best. We've gotten missed field goals in the sim in situations like this. And this 3rd down is going to be it. Steelers will just run the ball again, and we do get the stop. It'll be up to offense to get something once again. We'll hit our sim button, and Steelers get the field goal. Offense gets nothing. We're going to take another loss. So despite a great game from Nick with 2 picks, including a pick 6, some early defensive struggles just did us in. We are sitting at 27 picks now though, so we just need 3 in the next game. And we need to win this last game now to make sure we stay in the playoffs. As Nick actually moved down in the MVP watch after that game, boys, I don't know if we can get it on 5-minute quarters. I feel like we have to catch like 50 picks or something. The good news is this game is against 1-15 Cleveland, who is piloted by Daniel Jones, and we're already getting to him in the backfield. And on 3rd down, Nick's manned up against the slot guy. He is going to run a curl, and Nick boxes it. Not sure what that play call was anyways. Okay, we got a 10-point lead. Now it's time to go get those 3 interceptions. I'm going to be baiting up heavy. Nick has continued to tackle really well, and Brown's just going up a middle sit down. 3rd and 7 here, and we've done a great job of moving the pocket for the quarterback, and our defense is going crazy with the sacks right now. The Browns did get a 3 and out, and they have good position before halftime, but Nick's man is running an out, and that is too long of a throw, buddy. First pick of the day. Sadly, we can't stay in bounds for the pick 6 though. So we got a 10-0 lead coming out of halftime, but this game is staying scarily close. I do not want this to come down to the wire. And Nick still needs 2 interceptions to get to his goal, but Jones going to the other side here, and his teammate will get a big pick instead. We will take that for sure. And offense cashes that in for a touchdown, probably putting this game away. And hey, Jalen Watson getting another pick. Jones has thrown 3 picks. They just haven't all been to the right people. And that'll do it for this one. We don't get to the 30 picks, but we will get to the playoffs, which is more important. And Nick looks pretty happy about it. At the end of the season for Nick, he comes through not leading the team in tackles this time. He was 2nd in solo tackles and catching 28 picks. Also had 6 deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 6 touchdowns. One of his best seasons. He's played great this year. And once again, we're going to come into the playoffs with the 2 seed. We'll take it. So Pittsburgh in the playoffs, we got the Steelers at home, and Nick is going to get tried out the gates. We were sitting in cover 3 a little bit behind that route and can't quite get the pick, but we'll take the swat in that situation. I think we can bait this quarterback, boys. We're going to try it again on 3rd and 10, and this time Nick is all over it, getting his first pick of the game. And we're going to try to make this into a return. We got room to cut inside, room to cut it out. Won't quite be a pick 6, but puts offense in great position. And offense finally waking up to cash it in for a touchdown. Look at the straps on this 3rd down. Steelers go 3 and out, and hopefully our offense can do it again. And just like that, we are up 14-0, looking great. And now the Steelers are really going to have to throw the ball around. We'll just have more chances at picks. It's sad that these playoff picks don't add to the season total, because Nick is playing great coverage right now. It's only a matter of time before he gets another one. This time offense will punt it away, but they're coming to Nick again on the slant, and he's able to knock that out. 2 swats in the first half. Let's go get another pick. Nick sitting in man coverage and guarding this little deep corner route thing. He is step for step on that. Was worried we are going to get an illegal contact or something. Instead, Nick gets his 2nd pick of the day. He's just playing lights out in this wild card game. 21-point lead in the first half is crazy, and sitting in the flats here, they're going to come our way again. Are you serious? Best game of the season for Nick's in the the playoffs, 3 picks and 2 swats in the first half. Come on now. 31-0 is crazy. This is a team that beat us just 2 short weeks ago. And we're not just playing great pass coverage, dude. Nick has been a beast in run support. Might be the hardest hitter in the NFL at this point. And we're going to get out of there with a dub. Nick slowed down in the second half, but that's all good. Did everything he needed to do in this game. And look at the stats for the Steelers quarterback. 3 picks, 1 touchdown, 52 yards, 30% completion. We're basically just taking on the whole division here in the playoffs. Joe Burrow again, and we started out with a 3-and-out. Okay, offense has started to heat up here in the playoffs. This is good to see. A chance to really get out to a good lead here if we get another stop. And on 3rd down, that's exactly what's going to happen. Perfect man coverage across the field. So at the end of the first quarter, things are looking pretty good. Some more points for offense gives us a 10-0 lead, but sitting in the cover 2, Burrow sliced that up perfectly. Looked like Nick almost got a hand in there. The Bengals are finally driving though, and cover that corner out a little bit too late. They just go to the other side, and Nick's gonna come off the field on 1st and goal. Okay, coming back on the field on 2nd and goal though. I don't know why that happens. We are gonna have a chance to stop here, but Bengals just going up the middle and making this a game again. Okay, offense instantly turned it over. We go from a great spot to a tough one, and the Bengals will get the touchdown to take the lead. I do think we need to get a little bit more aggressive here, but just a little late on the flat route. That could have been a chance at a big one. Gotta make something happen here. Gotta be risky, and baiting up the streak route. Nick is barely going to be able to catch this. I thought that was going over his head, but Burrow did not throw it well. And we've got some return space too. This is huge. Putting offense in great position. They gotta go get a touchdown. Come on. Let's go. Big time from Lamar and the boys. We got 3 minutes left to stop the Bengals. And here on the first play, Nick's man running an out route, and Nick is all over it, getting the potential game-winning pick. We can't take it back, but Nick has nearly single-handedly put his team back in the driver's seat. Let's finish this off though. Tell me that this man is not the MVP of the league right now. It's not over yet, but it's about to be. Burrow goes to the other side, and Nick's teammates on the defensive backfield have done an excellent job of catching these picks all season. That should wrap this thing up. Good game. It was looking scary, but Nick came through when it counted. One of the clutchest games of his career for sure. The boy is absolutely determined to make this his Super Bowl season finally, and we all knew this was coming. It's going to be a rematch against Mahomes. Looks like we're maybe setting up for a rematch against the Eagles too. Would be very poetic. Nick is going to have to be elite today to take down Patrick Mahomes, and he's coming right to him. Wasn't expecting it. We get the knockout though. The big 3rd and 6, but Mahomes goes to the other side, and he's got the slot guy wide open. This will turn into a touchdown. Our guys were caught napping, and the Chiefs strike with a touchdown first, and the Chiefs get the ball right back. This looks scary, but Mahomes is going to test Nick on the zig here. What are you doing, man? Nick has 30 plus picks on the season, and this is going to be another pick 6. He will taunt Mahomes on his way to the end zone. How many times are we going to see this guy clutch up? Nick has possibly truly mastered the cornerback position, but this game is far from over. Got a huge 3rd down here, and Nick's man is just running a hitch. I'm going to bait this up because no harm if they complete this. Nick will punish them with a big hit. So the Chiefs end the half with a field goal, and offense kind of iffy. Need him to step up in the second half for sure. And the Chiefs have got the ball back, going to the corner route again as we're sitting in the cover 2, and our damn free safety is falling asleep. This is going to turn into another cheap touchdown. Are you kidding me? But this time offense gets an answer. That's big time. Just have to find a way to get a stop here, and Chiefs going with play action. Dude, Worthy is actually killing us right now. He has scorched our coverage so many times. I wish Nick was guarding him. And the Chiefs are right back in field goal range. Tom running down a little bit too. Somebody's gonna have to clutch up. Hopefully they throw the ball Nick's way. And I thought that's exactly what they were gonna do. Instead, they go to the other side, and who was that? That's Wiggins making one of the clutchest plays of the season. Oh, but offense just punts it right back. Man, they didn't even take a minute off the clock. So the Chiefs have got the ball right back, and Nick sitting in man coverage here is going to get the pick. This is going to be a pick 6, but they're going to give us a freaking stupid pass interference or something. I can't believe it. That should have been one of the clutchest plays of Nick's career. Oh, it was just beautiful coverage too. Come on, ref, you got to let that slide. That illegal touching is one of the most unforgiving things they've added to Madden, but Roquan Smith is going to get the pick. Okay, now offense has it in great position. They can kill the clock and get a field goal right here. Smith prancing around. And how about Nick's teammates coming through with 2 huge interceptions? They have stepped it up along with him. Up to the sim here. Come on, offense. At least get us a field goal. Okay, we'll take it. 1 minute on the clock. Just need 1 minute of great defense, and Nick sitting in the flats is actually going to get tried. Oh boy, that was a great opportunity. Chiefs will have to use their last time out though. On 2nd and 3, we're going to sit in man coverage, and Mahomes goes to the other side. Are you kidding me, bro? Xavier Worthy is actually God himself in this game. This is brutal, boys. We got cover 3, and Nick gets crisscrossed. They snuck the corner route over there, and how did the Chiefs move the ball this fast? All right, I'm looking for that corner route again. We got 1st and goal, and it looks like that's just what we're going to get. Thought Mahomes was going to test us. Instead, he goes to the other side, and we get a huge knockout. Got to clutch, boys. Nick has been playing tough man coverage. Got to stay locked in here. His man just runs a curl route, and Mahomes tries to dump it off. Oh my God, dude. Okay, 3rd and goal. I'm moving to the cover 2 here. No way this is a run, right? Wow, Chiefs are going to run the ball to the outside, and the time could potentially run out here. They've got 20 seconds to get to the ball, and bro, Nick's coming off the field. I assume they're just going to kick the field goal, right? Oh boy, what's the sim going to do? Let's see. Let's go, bro. They don't get the field goal off. We win the AFC Championship, and Nick is once again headed to the Super Bowl. What an epic game, honestly. Nick went crazy, had his like big play taken away, but we got the dub. That's what counts. And some really clutch man coverage down the line there, man, I should add. And of course, who else could it be? For the 3rd year in a row, we're taking on the Eagles in the postseason. And checking out the MVP, man, Jalen Hurts won it over Nick, despite Nick having like the best season in NFL history. Come on, man. I did want to mention, Nick has of course won Defensive Player of the Year every single year. He's been putting up crazy stats. And the entire series has been building up to this game. Through, what, 7 seasons, Nick doesn't have a single championship. He missed out on the Natty multiple times, missed out on the Super Bowl multiple times, including a crushing loss to this team last year. If he can't win this one, man, it's going to feel pretty rough. And offense, starting it out with a touchdown, expecting nothing less from Lamar. This has got to be it, boys. It's going to be tough. We have had so much trouble stopping the Eagles offense in these last few playoffs. But hopefully, man, Nick stepped up his skills enough to help his team get the dub. Gotta find a way to come up with a red zone stop here, and Nick is out here guarding the C route. Hurts, what are you doing? Hurts has not gotten burned by Nick yet, and Nick makes him pay for it, catching the first interception of the Super Bowl. Let's go. But offense turns it over. They just got 1st and goal with even better position. All right, that's pretty brutal. Eagles are shockingly going back to the pass here, and I wasn't expecting the slant, so I guess Nick gave up the touchdown. I'm not going to take responsibility for that. Okay, but offense kind of makes up for it. Getting another touchdown, we'll take it. The Eagles are going to have a shot at a 62-yard field goal before halftime, and honestly, it looked like bro had plenty of leg for that. Thankfully, he misses it. The first half went by very fast, and it's not going to get any easier. Nick needs to come up with one more big play. I feel like he's got it in him. We'll see, though. And a huge 3rd and 6 here. Nick has done a great job guarding receivers in this formation, and this time his guy's just running the drag. I had to be careful to not get bumped, and Hurts just goes over the middle anyways. Okay, well, we stopped him in the red zone before. We can do it again, but the man coverage is not holding up across the field. The Eagles just love to burn clock. Time ticking down in the 3rd quarter, and they're actually not even going to snap it. Okay, I actually don't hate where the clock is at here. Expecting curls. Instead, they're trying to go to the end zone, and they just go to Smith on the other side, tying up the game. Need offense to clutch up for us one more time. Come on. They are slowly but surely marching down the field, and they will get the touchdown. Beautiful stuff, boys. Just 1 minute left. I'm literally just sitting in man up 3 deep here. I do not want to give up anything behind Nick, and he's guarding up the corner route. Oh, bro, we're in perfect position. How do we not get that? At least bro stayed in bounds. That should kill some clock. That is kind of brutal, though. Hurts gonna try to scramble here, and that will kill a ton of time. Okay, now we're in a really good spot. I think we take a timeout. For some reason, they had us in double mug. I want to make sure we stay in this man up 3 deep. At this point, the Eagles are just going with Hurts. Hurts is going to roll out of the pocket here and trying to stay behind the line of scrimmage. We'll just throw it out of bounds. 7 seconds away from the Super Bowl. The Eagles are in Hail Mary formation. Hurts rolling out, trying to make something happen, and takes the sack. That is going to do it for the Super Bowl. Nick has finally won a championship for the first time at any point in his career, college or NFL. We clutched up all throughout the playoffs. His teammates clutched up, and Nick gets his first ring. The Ravens do it. Let's go, dude. This actually feels good. This has been like a slow build up for sure. Love to see it, boys. Love to see it. Lamar Jackson gets Super Bowl MVP. Nick just kind of looking on in the background. That's okay, though. Gets his time to hold the trophy. I was planning on ending the series here, but I don't know, boys. I'm having a really good time. I feel like going for 2 Super Bowls could be cool, and Nick still hasn't won league MVP. So if the views stay up, I'll play another year. Tell me what you want down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.